out. Today I'm going to be swatching and playing with this latest Ferris wheel press ink called Unfettered Flight. I think it's hard to tell on this video. It's a light blue, no sheen. It's got some pink gold shimmer. I don't know, it says shading high. Rinse pens thoroughly. And you know, I am an ambassador for Ferris wheel press. I actually love their packaging. They have the best packaging ever. So pretty. And here is the ink itself. And so the package says light blue ink with, I don't know, you can hear my daughter upstairs. She's playing around and singing, but it says anyway, this is a light blue ink. It's got some pink gold, so you can see right there, there's the shimmer right there. So you have to mix the ink, and now you can see it kind of, the shimmer kind of swirling in there. So pretty. So what I'm going to do is, I have this palette right here with like a ton of dried up inks. And the great thing about Ferris wheel press is that all you have to do is just add water to it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this well right here. I'm going to take my, take some, oh my gosh, it's so hard to open, guys. I'm just going to put this here and just try to open it off camera so you don't see me struggling. Oh yeah. Oh, this is hard. I should have opened this before. Oh my gosh, it is so stuck. This is live, folks. I'm gonna so spill this on me. I'm gonna try to open it. The one thing that I don't like about Ferris wheel press is, I guess, maybe because I'm weak. I don't have very strong hands. This hurts when I try to open it, but I'm still struggling off camera to open this. Oh my god, it's too hard. Let's see. I'll get in there. I know there's nothing much to see right now. I should have opened this before. You know what? Ow. I also have this one. I have this one. I might be able to open this one. So this is Ultramarina. Let's try this. Let's look at this one. I should have changed the title to just Playing with Ferris wheel ink press. Okay, so this is Ultramarina. This is a different ink. This is a more calligraphy ink meant for calligraphy nibs. So I'm having trouble opening this. I usually have my husband open this one. Let me see if I can try to open it. If not, we're going to do this one because we are going to be flexible. And I'm going to go get, I'll be back. I'm going to go get one of those like bottle opener things. Oh my god. This is not opening. Ow. This is tough. So let's just switch gears and see if I can open the other bottle. This is just being so ridiculously tough. I usually get my husband to open these because I can't open them myself. But oh my god, why is this so tough? It's always that initial opening. Oh, hi. Yes, I did your name. Thank you. Oh, I opened it. Oh, it was the magic of your comment and your hearts that got me to open this bottle. So we are going to save this for another live. I opened this one. Yay. I am strong. I'm a strong mama. Just takes me a little bit longer. So what I'm going to do is, because like all the sediment settled to the bottom, I'm going to shake this up again. And then I am going to put some here in my, my daughter. I don't know if you can hear my daughter. She's upstairs in her room just enjoying life. like she does. And I'm just gonna put some in here because this is what I do. I am, in case you didn't know, I am an ambassador for the Ferris Wheel Ink, no, Ferris Wheel Press Ink business company. And so every month I am so lucky that they send me these wonderful inks to try. And so every month I like to swatch them out, and I usually post them on, what do you call it? I usually post them on Instagram and TikTok. Today I thought, and then I usually repost them for shorts. But today I decided to try it here. So what I usually like to do is, let me see if I can bring this up without getting you guys too dizzy. Sorry, my hand is in the way. So I'm gonna create like a little swatch, and sometimes, all the time, it's easier for me to letter it out with a light gray brush marker and then paint it over. If you've seen some of my shorts, YouTube shorts, yeah, that do this. I always get confused with TikToks, Reels, and Shorts. I tend to use them interchangeably, even though that's not quite correct. So I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna leave this here. So the name of this ink is Unfettered Flight. I'm gonna have the box right here. Unfettered Flight. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm just gonna write it out here with this light gray ink. It might not fit the screen. So what I like to do is letter it with this light gray ink, and then it gives me a guide to where the ink is supposed to go. And the lettering always turns out a little bit better when I do this. This is almost equivalent to sketching with a pencil, I guess. Unfettered. This ink is in my way. So I'm just trying to I don't want to mess up the spelling. That's the first word. And then flight. And maybe I'll do it with this way. Ooh, did you hear that? My daughter just sneezed. I don't know if you can hear, if my phone is like that high tech that it can catch all the sounds that I'm hearing, but my daughter just sneezed really big. So there's that. So, and then I'll probably, for the photo, cut it down. I used to have a lettering business, and so these are all old lettering pieces that didn't sell. I just used the back of them for my content, since I don't really sell things anymore, and I don't want to waste the paper, because I did use up a lot of watercolor paper. So I don't know. Should I use, I don't know, I might use my round brush today. And so let me get and then now basically all I do is color over the gray with the ink. And then, so I'm gonna put this, I wanna put this here where you can see it, but I don't really have a ton of room on my desk. So let's try that. And so because the shimmer likes to settle. Oh, can you flip the paper over? What does it say? I used to have an Etsy shop. It was an old Easter piece that I put and never sold, which is fine. I just kept it, and then yeah, kept it, didn't want to throw it away. Finally made the decision to close the shop, and now I'm just using the back of all. My whole shop wasn't like religious. I only had a couple religious pieces, but yeah, that was one of them. Okay, so I am taking the ink. I don't know how well you can see, but the shimmer likes to settle, so it's always nice to kind of mix it around a little bit, if you can see that. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and color over. Oh, I'm making a big mess. So now I'm just gonna kind of trace over my letters. Oh, that is a light blue. And usually you don't see the shimmer until kind of after it dries. And the thing I like about these Ferris wheel press inks, I gotta say that slower, is the shimmer is not meant to be the main star of the show. The shimmer is more a supporting character. Now I own a lot of watercolors that are shimmery, and for those are that shimmer, that's the main attraction. With these, it's more just kind of there for emphasis and for accent. I do like this light blue. I don't know. I have to wait for it to dry to see if I really enjoy like the shimmer. It's supposed to be a pink. What did it say? A pink gold shimmer. I'm on the fence about it right now, seeing it from the angle I am seeing it at. I feel like it's clashing a little bit, but like I said, let's wait for it to dry. And then check it out later. It's just the angle that I'm at. It feels like it's almost clashing. But I don't know at the angle you're looking at it, if it's nice or not. So let's see. I do like the color of the ink though. So sometimes when I don't really feel like having a shimmer, I will let the shimmer settle to the bottom and then just touch the ink from the top. But because I'm swatching it for social media, I'm going to let it have its full effect. This is a really pretty blue. Really pretty. Let's see. So we're gonna set this aside. Afterwards, we're just gonna play around with this ink a little bit. So there's Unfettered Flight, kind of lettered out. So that's usually the first part of my post. The next part is usually a tiny, let's see if I have a small piece of watercolor that I can use as a little kind of, let's see. Do not. Oh my goodness. Did I run out? See me. You can hear me shuffling. I guess not. You know what I can do this time is I usually try to change things up. Is where is my calligraphy nib? So let's just let this dry out for a little bit. And I'm gonna grab my calligraphy, like my pointed pen nib. If I can find it. Honestly, should have been more prepared. for this? I guess not. We're not going to do it then. So what I'm going to do now is usually I'm going to take a bookmark sized sheet of paper. I'm going to draw out some big flowers and ink up some big flowers. So I'm going to set this ink aside for now. And I'm going to draw some flowers. And if you've followed me for a while, you know I really only know how to draw one flower. So I'm going to start in the middle and just make it big. So I don't have a ton of, I'm just going to start big. And I'm going to put something underneath. I'm just going to keep going. Just want to make sure that it looks okay. Yeah, and then just gonna draw that out. There's one flower. And then, sorry, I was off camera. Let's put this here and we're gonna draw another flower. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw some flowers, and I'm not gonna color the flowers the blue because I don't know, I'm just not. But what I like to do, what I've enjoyed doing lately is using the negative space and filling it in with that color of the ink, just because it really gives a good swatch of the ink. And then, let's see, maybe right here, I'm gonna draw one more flower, maybe up here. You guys are probably like, Rachel, what is the point of having the other piece of paper? Let me tell you, I am not a I'm not a trained artist. I just wing it. And so if this is like completely wrong, it's okay because this is my stuff. Okay, so I've got three big, nice flowers, and maybe, yeah, I think we're good. We're good here. Maybe we'll put like a flower petal here. So let's pretend there's a flower. Oh shoot, I'm screwing this up. Okay, eraser time. Oh well, maybe not eraser time. Let's do this. And when I ink it out, it'll be fine, right? It's all good. So there's that. And now I'm gonna take an ink pen, which is waterproof. Let's see. I got these Copic multi-liners. This is pigment ink. Perfect. I got these guys. My husband went to Japan recently and he was able to grab me this set of pens, so I'm going to use it. Let's use the big one. The one. Let's try this out. Oh, that's too big. Oh no, maybe it might work. Let's do that. Let's do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start drawing it out. That has a big, that's okay. Actually, I kind of like that because it really gives nice and chunky. There is like something going on outside. I live near a canyon, and so I'm assuming there's some sort of rescue in the canyon because I'm hearing a ton of sirens. I hope everyone's safe. So these are Copic multi-liner size 1.0, so it's a nice chunky pen. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this out. And then just keep drawing. So that's like the partial flower. I have to be more mindful of where I am. Okay. Okay, so then I just keep going. So this is there. Okay. And then after that, I'm just gonna let that kind of settle and dry for a little bit. And then, or maybe, you know what, I am going to do the little details inside the flower because I can't resist. I like to put those little lines. So I'm taking a smaller nib point. This is, I think, the 3.0. Oh shoot. The 3.0, and I am going to draw some detail lines inside. Sorry if you're getting dizzy with all my turning of the paper and stuff. I feel like I'm a hot mess a little bit today. Like I'm not like completely like ready for this live. I feel like I just like turned the camera on and said whatever. Definitely need to be a little bit more on top of it. And let's see. This is coming along pretty nicely though, don't you think? Or and then I'm trying to think about where I put my eraser. Whoa, my kid is having some massive seasonal allergies. I don't know if you can hear it, if you heard. Oh. I just feel that all the noise that's happening, like you guys can hear it too. Like there's someone doing yard work outside. Okay, so there's that. And then let's take a look at the dried version of this swatch real quick before I move on. I like it. I don't know, you see there's the pink and gold, right? Like the pinkish gold. It really, really pops. I think when it's from a certain angle, it looks like it doesn't look great to me. But then when you see, when you put it up to a specific light and you see that pink, then it's like, yeah, I see, I get it. I get why it's beautiful. Okay, so let's take that. That was wonderful, so pretty. And then I'm going to get my eraser now, and I'm going to, thanks for all the hearts. Yeah, it is really pretty. I'm going to take the eraser and I'm going to erase all my little pencil lines because we don't need those anymore. And I like to erase before I hit it with the paint because then it usually traps the pencil lines inside, and there's a time and a place for pencil sketches underneath, but this is not one of them. Okay. And I'm gonna get my handy dandy desk vacuum. Hopefully it has batteries. Don't embarrass me. Let's take that. Best little gadget on my desk. Okay, so now I'm going to bring back my friend Unfettered Flight, and we are either going to make this thing look absolutely beautiful or we're going to butcher it completely. But now I'm going to take the ink and I'm going to paint it all around the negative space. So I'm not painting the flower, I'm painting the outside. But I'm kind of thinking that I should paint the inside because of that pink. But you know what? No. We're going to go with my original idea. So I'm going to start here at the top. I've got my ink right here. Hello. And I'm going to mix it up a little bit to get all those, to get the shimmer going again. And you guys don't see is that this desk is like an absolute hot mess and it's so hard to manage. Okay. I'm going to take this, I'm going to start painting very carefully. Yeah, see from this angle, because it just looks, the shimmers look kind of brown to me from this angle, but I know that maybe, and while it's wet, yeah, because I'm looking at it right now, I don't see the pink yet, and so that's why it's kind of, it's not very impressive to me while it's wet, but definitely dry, stunning. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep moving the ink while it's wet from like section to section, right? I usually do this off of camera, so like the piece of paper is right under my nose, and doing it at this angle is kind of worrisome. But I think we'll be okay. Deep breaths. I should have like music playing in the background. Or like, I wish I was like the type of person to have a lot to say, to have like a story time, who has like story time worthy chatter. So I'm just like spitting nonsense right now. I like to work fast when I do this because sometimes I'm not a fan of the puddled look when, like, you can tell when a part of it is dried out. I don't know, it's hard to explain. So I try to work really fast. If you are just joining us, I am playing with Unfettered Flight, an ink I received this month from Ferris Wheel Press Inks. And I'm working on some content for social media using right now with this. So we're just swatching it. So every time I dip into the ink, I'm mixing it up a little bit so that I can get some of that shimmer onto my paintbrush. And then I just kind of put a whole dollop of the ink. Oh, whoa, that was a big dollop. A little too big, but it's okay. I'll use that. I'm just pushing it around, coloring in all that negative space. I think it's looking really pretty. I've gotten really into coloring the negative space. It allows these florals to kind of pop off the page, pop off the bookmark. I'm trying to come up with ideas for lives that I could be doing. If anyone has any suggestions. These are really fun. Doing these lives are fun, especially if I'm more prepared. Today, I just feel like I was not as prepared. So, there we go. Now we've hit the bottom. Oh, so pretty. So we're gonna let that dry. And I'm trying to think of what else we can do with this ink. But that's super duper pretty. Just take this off. And it's gonna warp a little bit because the paper's all wet, but it's okay. That's fine. I wish I could find my pointed pen nib. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Because I'd love to try playing with some pointed pen calligraphy with this ink. Let me go see if I can find it. It's gotta be floating around here somewhere. And then I can, oh, we are like 30 minutes into this thing. Oh, I think I did not find it. No, didn't find it. I will look for it and maybe come back and do another live playing around with that. But you know what, let's just call this a day. And thanks for joining me. I'm gonna probably film some content like B-roll or like unboxing or something. Ooh, I like that. There we go. So that's Unfettered Flight. I love how it is drying. Let's take a look at the ink as it's dry. That's so pretty. So pretty. All right. And thanks for watching. I think I will stop here and see you next time. Bye.